1920s, former Ottoman diplomats were assassinated in Europe. These victims, including Talat Pasha, were targeted by the bullets of former Armenian gang members called Komitadjis. The Armenian diaspora launched a worldwide campaign in 1965 under the name of the so-called 50th anniversary commemoration and confined themselves to campaigns aimed at influencing the public opinion until 1973. That is, until Gorgen Yanikian, a Turkish citizen of Armenian origin, assassinated 2 Turkish diplomats in Los Angeles in 1973. This assassination pointed to the beginning of a new era in which the Armenian diaspora would now change its methods and commit a series of crimes against humanity. In 1975, an Armenian Komitadji named Hagop Hagopian laid the foundations of atrocious Asala with a group of collaborators. This organisation was established in Lebanon and would soon spread to the whole of the Armenian diaspora and would commit a series of murders targeting Turkish diplomats in particular. Asala terrorists carried out a total of 110 attacks in 38 cities of 21 countries, 39 of which were armed attacks, 70 were bombings, and 1 was occupation. In these attacks, 42 diplomats from the Republic of Turkey and 4 foreign nationals lost their lives, while 15 Turkish and 66 foreign nationals were injured. Asala, which turned into an umbrella for terrorist cells, targeted our Vienna ambassador Danish Tunalagil on October 22, 1975 as their first act. 3 Asala terrorists entered the embassy and asked our ambassador in Turkish, "Are you the ambassador?" When he gave the answer yes, they slaughtered Tunalagil with a machine gun and escaped from the scene of the crime by car. Asala terrorists not only targeted Turkish diplomats, but they were also involved in both non-political and organised crimes in all the countries where the Armenian diaspora spread. Asala began to serve various intelligence services, especially due to the environment the Cold War had created. In addition to Turkish citizens, firms and representatives, the Trans World Airlines office in Madrid and the Air Canada office in Los Angeles were targeted by Asala terrorists. The attitude of the Western countries, and especially of France, was striking. For example, in 1981, Asala terrorist organisation members martyred Cemal Özan, who was the security officer of the Consulate General of Paris. When the attackers were caught, they were sentenced to only 7 months in a court in France. The bloody organisation caused the deaths of many civilians, especially by targeting the airports. The first terrorist act in Turkey was the bombing of 7th of August 1982, and it cost 9 lives and injured 72 people at Esenboğa International Airport. On July 15, 1983, 8 civilians were killed when they attacked the Turkish Airlines office at Paris Orly Airport. 2 of them were Turkish, 4 were French, 1 was American and 1 was Swedish, and 55 civilians were injured. 28 of them were Turkish. As the nations which supported terrorism and their citizens became the victims of terrorist acts themselves, the Western countries started to see Asala as a terrorist organisation. Many countries, including the US, Russia, and many member countries of the EU, accepted Asala as a terrorist organisation targeting civilians. Asala, operating between 1975 and 1985, left such a bloody and atrocious mark in the history that many Armenians did not remain silent and cursed Asala. One such Armenian was Artin Penik, a citizen of the Republic of Turkey, who lit himself on fire at Taksim Square on August 10, 1982, 3 days after the attack on Esenboğa Airport. Arten Penik, who sacrificed himself to protest the brutality of the Asala's terrorist acts and the damage that they did to the Turkish-Armenian relations, lost his life 5 days later because of the burns on his body.